What's going on, guys? Andrew of Newbark Gaming back here today, and welcome to Newbark News for February 26, 2019. Now, starting off today's news lineup, we have an article coming to us from Polygon about how Nintendo announced a Pokemon Nintendo Direct coming out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., so that's going to be February 27th, and we're really hoping that they may be revealing some new information about the Pokemon Nintendo Switch game coming out later this year, which is supposedly going to be introducing us to the first main series game on the Switch, as well as Generation 8 Pokemon. Now, obviously, while that's the first subject on everybody's mind, they've also used these Pokemon Directs in the past to talk about anything from the Pokemon Go mobile game to side games like Pokken Tournament DX and like Mystery Dungeons and such to just about anything else you can think of, so it's by no means a guarantee, but if they're going to start trying to build up hype towards this Pokemon game, now's the perfect time to do it. We're a couple months into 2019 now, and people are looking at what games they want to pick up for their Switch this year. So with that being said, let's go and dive into our second article for the day, and this one's going to be coming to us from GameSpot, and it's about how Resident Evil has been announced to be coming to the Nintendo Switch in a big way. The original game, Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 4 have all been confirmed beginning eShop releases on May 21st of this year, which is really awesome. I mean, previously the Switch did have access to a couple of the Resident Evil Revelations games, but this is bringing one of the biggest franchises in all of horror as its main series, which is awesome. This just continues the ongoing trend of these big AAA titles coming to Switch, even if some of the games that are coming to Switch last generation, being able to do that on the go is always awesome. I've actually yet to play a Resident Evil game, and this is probably going to be the perfect time for me to pick one up and try it, so I'm super hyped about that. Be sure to let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section down below. Quick note on this is in the US, we are definitely getting a bundled physical release of both the original and Resident Evil 0 that are going to be packaged together. Supposedly, this may not be coming to Europe, but we don't know that for sure yet, and pre-orders for these games are going to be opening on February 28th, so be sure to be ready for that, guys. Let's go and move on to our third article for the day. And this one's going to be coming to us from Games Radar Plus, and that's about the possibility of a Fallout 3 re-release coming out later this year, essentially like a remastered version of it. Now, with that being the case, what is exactly hinting at this? Well, briefly on Amazon's online store, we had Bethesda product listing that had a standard, deluxe, and collector's edition, all with a $60 price tag. And apparently, if you stopped it at like a 3-second countdown, because there was like a little trailer for the item, there was a little L label that appeared somewhere on there. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could just be a glitch in the trailer, but the fact that the L was at the 3 and Bethesda just had some struggles with their Fallout series with 76, and that price point's probably just about right, and this was one of the best games back in the day for like the 360 and PlayStation 3 generation, a remake would definitely follow a lot of trends and help get Bethesda's name back out there in a very positive light, considering people do genuinely love that game. Also, we've had similar things happen in the past with Bethesda where something like this is sort of leaked and then it's ended up coming out. For example, the Skyrim Special Edition 2016 leaked in a very similar manner and then ended up coming out later that year. So if you're a Fallout fan, get hyped. There's a pretty good chance one of the best games in the series is being remade. But a quick note on that is also the fact that this supposed leak only had the platforms of PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 listed, so unfortunately for Switch owners, if it is true, it looks like, at least at launch, we may not be getting a version of this game, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's go and dive into our fourth article for the day, guys. And this one's going to be around the fact that we got a new Pokemon Detective Pikachu trailer dropped earlier today. Now, spoiler alert here, click off this video while I'm still rambling because I will be going into some of the stuff that appears in the trailer. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so starting off, we do get shown a number of new Pokemon within the trailer. Some of them look awful, some of them look pretty decent. That's kind of the way things have been going with things. For example, the Bulbasaurs in this trailer look really odd. The Lickitung's not particularly delightful either. The Ludicolo's rocking a really odd color scheme. Charizard looks strange texturally. And honestly, there weren't a whole lot actually in this trailer, now that I'm thinking about it, that stood out to me in a very positive light. I thought the Greninjas looked okay. They were pretty decent. And Mewtwo actually makes an appearance here. I thought he looked pretty decent as well. On the whole, pretty solid trailer. We get introduced to the idea that our main human character apparently is looking for somebody. I think they may have mentioned their father or something, and apparently Pikachu's going to help him out with that. Not really sure how to feel about the whole fact that Pikachu's character swears in this. Something about that just feels a little odd to me. Once more, everyone's individual experience with Pokemon is very different, but just this movie feels very jarring to me in the way I always viewed Pokemon growing up, but to each their own in regards to that. So let's go ahead and move on to our fifth article for the day. This trailer will be linked in the comment section down below. And rounding out today's newsfeed, we've got something coming to us from IGN about how Kingdom Hearts is apparently getting a tabletop game now. Yeah, it's going to be Talisman Kingdom Hearts, apparently. So this is a long-running board game franchise. I don't know a whole lot about it, but from the little bit I read, it sounds like it's very role-playing oriented, which is pretty cool and goes pretty well in tandem with the fact that, well, Kingdom Hearts is a role-playing game, right? So it seems like it's going to be, at least, could be pretty decent, and I guess it really speaks to how big of a franchise Kingdom Hearts really is, and I feel like they're really doing a good job in terms of branding, at least with riding the coattails of the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 did stellar in terms of sales, and has gotten generally very favorable reviews. So with all that being said, guys, that's going to round out today's newsfeed. Be sure to let me know any of your thoughts, comments, ideas, theories, etc. in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If not, constructive criticism is always welcome, and I'll catch you guys next time with some more New Bark news.